you're sick, right? I made $1 million already, but I think I literally don't have $1 million in my bank account because of these things. So number one is I kept outsourcing my thinking to different coaches, different thought leaders, instead of understanding what was going on in my business and my life. And I would have kept more of my money if I just realized I don't need necessarily more people's advice or opinions. I just need to figure out what the problem in my business I'm solving for. So now in the next 5 years, what I'm planning to do to keep more of my next $1 million is stop paying for advice that I don't need. So I know that sounds so simple, but what I mean is, if you know, let's say you're sick, you don't need to necessarily go to a doctor to tell you you're sick, right? You would go to a doctor for a medication or a prescription. Same thing in business. If you already know your business problem and you know how to solve it, you don't need to hire a business coach on teaching you how to solve it. You need to hire someone that helps you execute the actual solution that you know you need to execute on. So one of the biggest notes I have, because I create like reminders for myself every quarter, my biggest fails of the quarter, and this one is stop putting so much attention on, let's say, the problem and focus more on how to solve the problem, right? So for example, if you had a $0 month, instead of freaking out about not making any money this month, it's like, go make some money, like go get more sales calls, go get more leads, go figure out how to close more clients that month instead of focusing on the $0, because what you focus on, this is so cliche, does expand. And the next thing I wanted to mention is to keep more of my next $1 million is, instead of focusing on begging people to stay or chasing after clients or chasing after customers that don't necessarily trust the process, go and lean towards who already celebrates you. And I say this to a lot of my women of color clients, being a woman of color myself, is you don't need to keep begging or chasing someone else's approval or validation. Go to the people that are already excited to work with you, that are already excited and trust your experience. You don't need to prove yourself or prove that you're credible. The right people are already excited. The right people already trust you from your content, your skills, how you like your experiences. And the ones that are looking at you like you need to prove something to them, let them go, because it's going to be a long journey. You don't need to keep chasing after their validation or their approval. Go after the clients and lean into the ones that already celebrate you.